did it again.
Oh! Wait, why is it still going?
The wind.
Oh my God!
Here's the Dominator drone footage of the Greenfield tornado. This was a very important tornado, very unique as well. And I have a couple of things that I want to point out about this violent multiple vortex tornado. This was rated an EF4, high-end EF4 tornado. You can see it's very fast moving as well, moving a little bit right to left. You can also see the debris falling outside of the tornado core. And look at all the inflow surging in toward that dynamic pipe. This is a pipe of very low pressure right here inside of this violent tornado. All the wind wants to scream in toward that low pressure. And you can even see these ghost trains right here, these inflow features. Even those are damaging. Big rooster tails right over the structures. And a lot of times you'll get two inflow jets streaming in toward a violent tornado like this. And they can even pull the Dominator into the tornado. But you can see that rooster tail, big debris getting pulled into the tornado with that massive inflow. You know that this is a violent tornado with very low pressure in there, likely pressure deficits of greater than 100 millibars. And that inflow right there is picking up cloud condensation nuclei from the structure. You're getting rapid condensation inside that inflow jet and just wrapping into that tornado. And it's also a multiple vortex tornado. So with a multiple vortex tornado, I want you to think of the teacup ride, when you have those little teacups that are spinning around the inside of the vortex, and they're spinning as well and translating at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, but with their own rotation, and those wind speeds could even reach above 400 miles per hour or even approach the speed of sound. You can see these very compact flagellum-like suction vortices whipping around at speeds of 200 miles per hour, and they each have their own rotation, and they also have very low pressure inside of them. That's why you get this rapid condensation. Cloud matter gets formed. You can see these very compact suction vortices. It's hard to even fathom what a vortex like that would do to the Dominator, or especially a rental car. It would just loft that vehicle straight up into the air, likely cut it in half if it was a compact enough suction vortex. But you can also see that they have a kink just above the ground. That's from the friction of the earth, the interaction of the tornado with the friction of the earth, and it throws it out of balance. You have the inflow feeding into the dynamic pipe of the tornado, and once that pressure falls so low, the wind cuts across isobars, and you get the formation of those suction vortices. And it also has a very strong rear flank downdraft on the south side of the tornado. You can see that the damaging winds extend well beyond the tornado core, even enough to topple a wind turbine about a quarter-mile outside of the tornado, and that's because of the rear flank downdraft that wraps around the south and east side of the tornado. This tornado was moving so fast at speeds of 60 miles an hour that RFD is accelerated even more by the translation speed of the tornado, and that ramps up that damaging RFD on the south side of the tornado. You can see the violent parent tornado, EF4 plus, and each of those suction vortices inside of the tornado are packing wind speeds close to the speed of sound. This tornado was also very devastating. It came into Greenfield, Iowa near peak intensity, and very sadly, there were 5 fatalities from this tornado, and the recovery continues in Greenfield, Iowa. And if you want to help